Tommy, find out how many are wearing Melton as t-shirts and caps and other such things. I am Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables. And I also design imagery. That's what you see behind you there. That's what you also see on the table, my tabletop art. Let me tell you about Tami, the series. Tami was told by his boss, Wu, as a test of management, to slowly feed his right arm into a wood chipper. You know what they feed branches into, and it chips them up into wood chips? Now, most folks wouldn't do that, but Tommy's always been blindly obedient. He's Oriental. He slowly fed that right arm into the wood chipper. Lefty, the left arm, saw what was going on with righty and jumped off. Got a nice hand modeling career going on. He goes to Vegas, very good at the one-armed bandit. He's doing a whole lot better, I think, than Tami is, even though Tami, won his girlfriend's heart. Now he's missing both arms, and he's always been scaly. He always talks with a harsh lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. I told you he was Oriental. Now that he's missing both arms, he does a mean snake dance, and he snaked his way in between Rhea and whoever she was dancing with. And Tommy doesn't know it yet, but he's married to her. Rhea tricked him, put the Three Stooges on the inside of his sunglasses, and told him he was going to a church barbecue, and put the earplugs in, and pinched his back. And Tommy, when Rhea pinched his back, she told him, that's when you say I do, because they're going to be asking you if you want an extra large helping of cat. As a lot of you may know, Orientals love cats and dogs. No, not as pets, as dinner. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to lose them like a bad habit. I'm growing a new pair of eyes. That's what this one over here is about. Smaller, browner kind of circles there, slowly disappearing. Bigger, bluer circles growing through and around. I'll show you that later. Well, let me tell you about Tommy. He got that promotion. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. And he is in the board meeting with all the other managers, and Wu wants to know how big Melton's imagery is, like on college campuses and all of that. So he puts Tommy in charge of checking on that. Now, I don't know how long it's taking to go through this. I'm not paying attention, but this is this month, August 2018. I think it's this month. Oh yeah, I think I had the 4th of July from last month in the Trump's phone gate. But Tommy gets to work trying to figure out how many folks are wearing Melton's imagery, and he will do things like he goes to this t-shirt shop, that screen printing kind of stuff, and he goes incognito wearing like an overcoat, just the arms kind of flapping there because he doesn't have the arms to fill them, and he kind of acts like he's making sure nobody's looking, and he asks, do you have any Melton's imagery t-shirts? Kind of a hushed tone. And Tony, the t-shirt guy, he says, oh yeah, sure, come over here. And he goes to the door and into I've got my own little collection there, because any one of these 24,000 examples of my work you can print out as tabletop art. They're also wearable as, you don't have to wear them as a 4x6 photo. You can, size them up for a nice t-shirt on a lot of those photo sites, And of course, folks who want to sell t-shirts, they can print that out, and that's what Tony, the t-shirt guy, is showing Tommy in that one room, got my own room in the t-shirt shop. And yes, Tommy uses the expensive account to go grab all of them. And he also, you can't have them out there for attractive blonde and near blonde girls to wear, perhaps. So he buys them all up, and he also goes to college campuses with Ching, his assistant, and Leah and Mia. And the Wall House, the Great Wall of Evil, is what has just me. And all of that imagery you can see on the TV there, or down here, or those 24,000 examples you're going to see in daffodilia.blogspot.com, DAFFODILIA, Christ Complex 2, the number 2, the digit 2. ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. Hit the heart. You're going to find what I designed yesterday for today because I was busy today. What I designed last week, all of that kind of stuff. Hit the boxes over to the right of that heart. You're going to find those 24,000 about to grow in another week and a half. With August. Oh, this is all August stuff. I got to page it yet as far as 4x6 photos. But where was I? Oh yeah, all that stuff can be made into t-shirts or caps. And the Wall House, that keeps just me and all of this imagery. There's where I was. It's also what places Yes, a Cowardly Hussein in our White House. I can't say it any other way than the truthful way it was presented on the news. The fake news that doesn't consider you not reaching me with a 93 check in a decade doesn't consider that news. We the people must be the reporter. Call me up in front of every network news anchor, every local news anchor, and on the public eye, mayors, governors, senators. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, and those who are hijacking your calls to me, you don't know when else they're hijacking your calls. They are word enough about it to alter phone records to cover it up. And I think you can guess that if your phone's not allowed to work because of that Cowardly Hussein placing censorship, when you need to fire and place paramedics or any kind of political censorship or religious censorship, that's what 9/11 was. Religious censorship. So was the attack from the inside, the Cowardly Hussein attack. It doesn't matter if the guy who's hijacking your call to me or hijacking your call in an emergency, perhaps. It doesn't matter if he's wearing a dirty bed sheet with that straggly beard and hair, or if he's a nice clean-cut guy from Harvard, perhaps. It doesn't matter who. Politically correct is censoring, is hijacking your call, or the dirty bedsheet guy. It doesn't matter which one is doing that. It's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for a decade and not getting one. So make that video. We the people must be the reporter. Do that. 424-229-4140. Ask and answer Jesus' question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? I've got my answer. I've been asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for a decade. I've yet to get one 93 check call. No certified mail about the 93 checks. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS. You're going to mail me. Make a video of it. It's going to be stolen. Not one bit of mail about all that. The Osama rumor that Obama is Osama's son. You think that would rate a comment? Oh, I didn't start the rumor. I just made the video about it. Put Osama bin Laden over here and Barack Hussein Obama here, and you check out those eyes. Oh, please. You can't have it both ways. I mean, if you're going to be politically correct and say we got to bend over backwards to place a Cowardly Hussein in our White House, if you're going to do that, you got to admit they're mixing stuff up all over the place, guys. Make that video, as it doesn't matter who's mixing what up. Make that video if you hijack call to me. 424-229-4140. That's a stigmata wound. I can call it a stigmata wound on the sound call to Mary. It's genetic in nature, comes from the inside, not the outside. Also call it my sins of mankind wound. You can call it whatever you want. It's all occurring on this side of this video. When does it affect you? When you pick up the lifeline you use to get the firemen, police, paramedics for you, your family, your children, and you can't reach me. And you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work, and I think you can guess it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 911 Flight 93 check for a decade and not getting one. That's when what's happening over there on your side of this video affects you. Make that video. Those who are hijacking your call to me are worried enough about to alter phone records covered up. So when you've got video proof, just like when you got a video of that mail you're going to send me, tell me whatever you think about the Soacam rumor, about the Tami parables. You got that video and I don't get it. Yeah, it takes a little longer. You got to go to FedEx, UPS, or the post office, but it takes 5 minutes. To get that video of your hijack call to me, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. And those who are worried enough about their crimes of hijacking a call to me, they are altering phone records covered up. Oh, you can find my call log videos on youtube.com/DNFD series. Look for Melton's call log videos. You also look for the Tommy's there and the chest imagery, tabletop art, all of that. And yeah, make videos of going to each and every one. I make videos of the links every day. Make videos going to each and every one of those individual links. Get 20 of your friends together, and when it still says 0 or 1 view, yeah, that's internet fraud. It's the same thing as with your phone. When you try to call me, and you get that boring thing, phone ringing, error message, busy signal, you get a boring thing, you might be able to leave a message, who knows, but I sure don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID, my call log, my call record. Whatever boring thing you get, it's not going to be boring. You need the firemen, police, paramedics. And 2, money out of your pocket every day when you're calling up 1,000 other customers, countless other customers. So that Spectrum can be the big name in the internet, in the cable business. So Walmart can be the big name in the retail business. So yeah, your Gates livelihood. So Gates can slow down the computer industry with Microsoft. If you're in the computer industry, make that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, post it. Most of all, that's your family's lifeline. Make that video of it being hijacked. 424-229-4140. Make the video, post the video. Come see me in person. Have wit, will travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. That's people to start building with. When you call me up to tell me what you believe, doesn't have to be anything you hear in church. When you call me up to ask what I mean by those 1,000 points of light, to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Cities, communities, really not just those places you go to on Sunday. Yeah, I'm trying to lose them like a bad habit. When you can't ask me what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house, that's religious censorship. The same kind that placed a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. They don't name them Hussein unless they're Muslim, guys. We don't care what he is. He could be Presbyterian for all we care. Just don't hijack our lifelines. 424-229-4140. There's religious censorship. Oh, the Hussein placing kind of censorship. That is hijacking your lifeline. Make that video, post that video, come see me in person. I'm looking for a disciple to get truth to a world desperate for change for millennia. Be a part of that. Be a part of building Jesus' immaculate house. It ain't good preachers are not going to tell you. Built on truth. Make that video truth. That affects every other citizen in America. Their hijacked lifeline. Make that video whatever you get when you don't get me. Now back to my Tami. I got to finish this up. I'm already up to 14 minutes. Tami, yeah, he bought out the t-shirt shop. The only thing is they've got plenty more t-shirt shops. Some even work online. You can use a nice photo place to use any of this imagery or any of those 24,000. You'll find a whole lot at daffodilly.blogspot.com and christcomplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilly. And a lot of these other sites have the links. You can do that on a, you can size up a mouse pad, you can size up a mug, you can size up a cap, t-shirt. Do that. Give Tommy the Great Wall of Evil that has just me and all my imagery, and also places a Cowardly Hussein. And I'm not a fan of the wrestling guy, buffoon wrestling guy Trump either. He's where the ruble stops now. Is that what they call it over there in Russia? I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of truth as a son of Dr. Mary. It's part of the job requirement. Make that video truth, and let me get to my sugar check so I can end this before 20 minutes. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, post it. Now back to Tommy. Tommy has got Leah and Mia and Ching, and they all got those super sneaky wall house photo things. So when somebody walks past, and basically every time Tommy sees like a flower or a skyline or a building or something on a t-shirt, he says to snap the picture. Yeah, it's not all mine, but Tommy does find quite a few of a handsome bald guy's imagery on t-shirts on college campuses. Oh, you'll find those joined parable bites. I got a half a year. I should be doing last month's joined parables, because this month's coming up quick, but I'm one man working home. Check out the nightlies, and the other minute to put a whole month together, just a half hour. I hear a lot of attractive blonde girls on campus. They like to cover their ears with the hair and put the earbuds in, and they let either my videos or my audios just kind of play as that boring professor is going on for like 20 minutes or so. Some even go on for like 50 minutes, hour and a half. They just sit back and got the big smile on their face because they're hearing a handsome bald guy. There's my sugar check, 226. Tommy keeps himself busy, and that night when he gets home to Rhea, after they've had their cat dinner, he, well, I hear a helicopter. Remember to see that phone you're making a video of is Every Child America's Lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics, and make a video of being hijacked. 424-229-4140. Not one call in a decade. Make that video, post that video, come see me in person. And Tommy, he's in front of the mirror, shirt off, yes, arms missing, and he's saying Rhea, because he saw a lot of the shirtless, handsome bald guy imagery. Oh, do I have a card? I think I got a card over here somewhere. And he's feeling a little self-conscious. It says Rhea. What do you think of my chest? And she says, "Oh, Tommy, don't worry about it. I didn't marry your chest. I married you." And yes, Tommy says, "We didn't get married." There you are. Halo and everything. And yes, he just smiles. He said, "Okay, Tommy, we didn't get married." She's got the paperwork, she got it on video. And Tommy's self-conscious, so a whole lot of t-shirts like that, Caps. Yes, those attractive blonde girls with the big smiles. So I need the flashlight to show you my eyes. If you know what's going on, you're a doctor and you can actually talk about the eyes. Yeah, my doctors, the doctors I've had, they can't talk about the eyes. But to put that in perspective, they can't talk about the 911 Flight 93 checks either. That's your family's life. I'm not working as you try to call me. So make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. And if you're a good doctor, doctors of blind folks should be interested in growing a new pair of eyes. Come see me in person. And here's from March of 2013, and this I believe is from about a year later, just before I went to the hospital. Not certain, because I thought this was, it looks dark brown, and it looks like it was back in 2007 when I got here. Moved out to California, and it looks like it looked before. Oh, the eyes started changing in 1996. And yeah, I could see the difference in the eyes in the mirror and also with the vision, but I bet a whole lot of folks, even now today, his eyes are changing. It looks kind of brown still. But slowly but surely, they used to be all dark brown most of my life, and this is what they looked like from 2014 on. And this brown thing here has been eaten away by the white I'm going to show you, and you will see this part here. You watch the daily Tami videos in the morning, sugar check parables. Oh, it's 21 minutes. Let me hurry. You're going to see it sometimes it's brighter, sometimes it's darker brown, sometimes looks a little raised in there. And that outer ring is gone. If you know what's going on with the eyes, come tell me in person, and yeah, make a video of that hijack call to me. Now, as far as building Jesus' Immaculate House, that's what I call it. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil. It has just me in all of my imagery. Now let's get started on those 1,000 points of light. To inspire the future and the present to greatness with, I call it 1,000 points of light. You can call it whatever you want. You can, I call it Jesus' Immaculate House, those 1,000 points of light. But it's opportunity for folks from all kinds of backgrounds, all over the world, to build a better world. You can call it an opportunity house if you want, but I have to tell you it's Jesus' Immaculate House because, yeah, there will be a test at the end.